Alright guys, before we jump into the video and the details of how this works, I want to make it transparent so you guys know what you're getting into before you watch the whole thing. So what I did is I created a macro for this. It ran for 7 hours. I started out with 3 characters, Kyle, Zekas, and Theria. Kyle was level 24, Zekas was level 16, and Theria was level 1. And I created a macro. I grinded these 3 characters overnight while I slept, and when I woke up 7 hours later, Kyle was level 27, Zekas was level 21, and Theria was level 17. So I gained 16 levels on Theria, I gained 5 levels on Zekas, and I gained 3 levels on Kyle. And not only that, but I grinded a lot of mats and I was able to upgrade Zekas and his skill tree. His first tier, all the level 10 nodes on his skill tree, I was able to unlock. So this happened overnight while I slept. I just want to be transparent on what you guys are getting into before you start downloading any applications and getting into the details here. So if this isn't for you, throw me a like just for transparency. If this is for you, stay tuned and follow my direction. I'm about to show you how to do this yourself. That way you can save tons of time grinding this game. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you need help with this video, throw any comments down below. Let me know if you've completed this, if this works for you, or if you found a better way to do it. Please let me know. And thank you guys for watching this far. We're going to jump into the details. What's up guys? Today we're going to be going over some secrets on how to create macros in order to grind this brand new game. And this game is Cloudia. It's a new mobile game that just came out and it's pretty freaking sweet. I've played it for a week now. So tonight I'm going to go over this and create a macro for this so I can level up my characters overnight. So don't go anywhere. If you're curious to figure out if you can do this too, you absolutely can. And I'm about to show you. The first step is you're going to have to get these applications. And these applications are going to be BlueStacks and Pullover's Macro Creator. So these are the 2 applications that I'm going to be using. So you're going to get BlueStacks and then you're actually going to create a profile and download the game. And Pullover's macro, you'll just download this to your computer and use this as a tool. Once Pullover's macro creator is downloaded, you want to open up this application. There's one thing that we want to change in the settings before we go any further. And so we'll go to options here, settings. We open this up. We want to go to defaults. And when we click on defaults, we want to make sure that this is on screen. So instead of window, we want it to be on screen. So we'll click screen, then we'll hit OK, and then we're going to close out of the macro and it should be ready to go. Alright, once you get BlueStacks downloaded and you have a profile made for this, then you will go to the Google Play Store and you'll type in Cloudia, and then you will download this here. Once your game installs, you'll open it up and you'll be all set for step number 2. Alright guys, so you got the first step down real quick. The second one is the most complex step in my opinion. It's handling the saved data. So for Cloudia, they actually have a saved data system, and what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go on your phone, not on your computer. I'm just showing you this on my computer as an example. But on your phone, you're going to have to go to menu, and then you're going to have to go to account, and then you're going to have to confirm, hit this button, confirm/setup transfer code. And what you want to do is you want to set up the transfer code on your phone. When I click this, a window is going to pop up and it's going to prompt me to type in a password. Once I type in that password, you can close out of this, and when you go back into it and you click this button again, it should have a like a count number and then a password, and your password should be starred out because it's already set up. Once you do that, then what you have to do is you have to open it up inside of BlueStacks, and on the front page before you even enter the game, it'll prompt you to start a new game, and you can do that. I would recommend doing that, putting in some type of name, and then go to menu, reboot it, go to menu, data transfer. So data transfer here, and then this will pop up. And this is like most games. So whenever you buy crystals from a company, they're going to give it to one device only. And transferring those crystals cross devices, they're not going to allow you to do that. Probably because there's probably some duping ability there or something, but you're going to lose your crystals if you transfer from one device to another. In my case, I think I'm going to lose like 31, which is okay with me. But if you just bought crystals, you don't want to transfer it yet. But in order to do the macro, you definitely want to spend all your crystals that are paid for. Then you come to this button here. You hit data transfer, and then you type in the transfer code that's on your phone, and you type in the password that's on your phone. And then you hit data transfer. Now the cool thing about this setup is once you have this set up completely, okay, and you type in the transfer code and the password, it's linked. So that means when you close if you close it on your computer, it overwrites everything. If you close it on your phone, it overwrites everything. So I would recommend you don't use them both at the same time, or you're going to lose some type of data, or maybe get a corrupt data file. So I'd recommend you play with one, close it all, BlueStacks and everything down, and then maybe play with your phone. Make sure you shut it down as well before switching devices. But this is step 2. So once you have that, you are set, man. Your data is going to transfer to your PC and transfer to your phone like clockwork. Alright, and that puts us at the final step. This is where all the magic happens, so pay attention. There's a few very detailed steps that you're going to have to take, but if you do everything correctly, then this should run smooth for you. And so I'm going to set this up for the first time, and in order to set this up for the first time, you want to make sure that you pick a fight that you can complete fairly easily. What I've set up for this is I've added 2 of my characters that I want to level up with no arcs, which allows me to fight basically for free. I'm going to time this. So I'm going to pull up my stopwatch and I'm going to start the timer. Alright, so that's about 3 minutes for that fight for me. So I'm just going to keep that in mind, that it's going to be 3 minutes. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open up Pullover's macro creator with BlueStacks where it's at. I'm going to exit out of that window, and then we're going to press this record button. When we press this record button, we're going to go to our keyboard and we're going to hit F10. And then we're going to go to our BlueStacks and we're going to click in this space, and then we're going to move to this space and click, and then we're going to click again, and then we're going to wait and click again in the same spot, just in case if you level up It'll take a little bit of extra time. Then we're going to click again. So that's if you rank up. And then we're going to click one more time just in case. And then we're going to click send. And then we're going to click yes. And then we're going to go down and click start quest. And instead of us running the macro through this whole thing, we're actually going to hit F9 on our keyboard now. And so that should activate a macro for us. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move over to Pullover's macro creator. And if you notice, you have macro 2 here and macro 1. We're going to close macro 1. So then on our Pullover's macro creator, we've got all the code lined up in here. And this is all the moves and clicks that we've made. So what we have to do next, this is the most important part, is we come down to the very bottom and we click pause F5. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to seconds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the seconds in here, or in my case is minutes. So I can come in here and say, oh, the fight was 3 minutes. Okay, if yours is 3 minutes and 30 seconds, then you might want to just convert that to seconds. So that'd be 210 seconds. But I'm going to hit OK on 3 minutes. And what it's going to do is it's going to add the pause above this left move click. So we're going to grab this pause and pull it down to the bottom. When we're done with that, we're going to say File. And I'm going to just save this out. And now we should have our macro. And so now I'm going to go to 3 iterations, 4 iterations, 5 iterations. I would recommend doing 2 and watching it go through 2 to make sure that everything works properly. And so now we can test it. So we're going to go and hit the play button here. And hopefully our macro runs through and does what we just did. And so this will be the foolproof check on if you did your macro right. It should run through 2 times. And so if it runs through 2 times successfully, then you're set. So you can put a number in that corner on Pullover's macro. You can put a number there to repeat. So 20 times, 50 times, 100 times. You can also put a 0 there. If you put a 0 there, it will indefinitely run. Alright guys, it looks like it's ran through the loop twice now. So we're all set to continue this. First, I'm actually going to come in here and extend this pause time just because I don't want it to mess up. And I'm going to be doing some stuff in the morning. So we'll just go ahead and extend this time a little bit. And then I'm going to save it. And just to reiterate, I want to make sure that my screen's on. Power and sleep. So when plugged in, turn off after never. So my screen's not going to turn off. And I'm going to add in this brand new character that I just got. And that way we can see how many levels I gain over the course of this. And that's it guys. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you for watching, and I'm glad you stuck to the end. That's the end of the tutorial. I hope it helps you grind while you sleep. I hope this really helped you out. Hope you save some time in your life. If you're like me, you don't have much time to grind out games every day or every hour of the day, and you tend to be behind. So I hope this allows you to catch up. And if you have any questions or concerns, throw it down in the comments. If you like this video, please give me a like. I need more of those. And if there's any game that you would like a tutorial for, if you want me to write a special macro for a certain game that you're playing, I'd be glad to try to do it. I like challenges. And we will see you guys in the next video.